so you know, all this is about is a lack of self-worth. That's all it is. You have a lack of self-worth about yourself in the work environment, because there's certain areas of our life that work out no matter what. They're not problematic. Even like I look at my relationships with my daughters, even if we've had like horrible things happen in our relationship, which did happen with one of my daughters. And it all works out amazingly well. And our relationship becomes better and more beautiful and more amazing and more incredible. So what I'm trying to say is areas of anyone's life, and I'm of course speaking to you directly, Amy, an area that's not working out very well, it's a lack of self-worth. That's why you don't feel the motivation. That's why all of a sudden you don't feel inspired to follow your dreams or your intuition. So there's nothing wrong with you. You just need to work on your self-worth. I would consider taking one of the vibration coaching programs because, only if you want to. Never have to take anything that I suggest. Only because not only in that program do I help people increase their vibration, but we literally work on self-worth. And there's a hypnosis audio tape that goes with that. That it's strongly suggested that you listen to it for 30 days. So that's all you have to do is work on your self-worth. So whether you do it with something I'm suggesting or you go find some other tool, we need to have your subconscious mind revamped so that you think that you're a miracle and that you're amazing and that you are worthy and deserving of having the career of your dreams. That's it. That's all the problem is.
Yeah, I know it's self-worth. I'm all gung-ho and then it goes kaboom. I'm like, oh, again.
But so if you fix this piece, and it's fixable, it's completely repairable, working on self-worth, however you want to do it. But I would recommend maybe finding some hypnosis technique so that you can, get to the nitty-gritty of what's locked into the subconscious mind, because we're not conscious of the things that we have an issue with or a problem with. Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
You should be a mind-body coach. You'd be excellent at it. Excellent.
I have to see if they'll take me back now. That's the trick. Thank you.
Well, one more thing before I let you go. Why don't you just try some lovely what if questions? What if I'm falling in love with myself? What if I'm energized to produce a beautiful work-life environment for myself? What if I feel motivated every day to discover and live my magnificence? Why don't you just start using those? That'll definitely get you going and start to make some repairs too in the subconscious mind.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks very much for calling in, Amy, from the San Diego area. And it's 877-825-8828 is the number here for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Apologies in advance for some technical stuff that we're working through while we're on the air. So big deep breaths, I think, is what's needed.
So, Benny, look at this is my Alaska.
Hey,
yeah,
that's basically, I remember seeing them, those meese
right?
or mooses.
Moose, yeah.
Mooses.
Mooses, yes, yeah. I got this in Alaska.
I love it.
I know, so cute. All right.
So 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take now Renee calling in from New York. Hi, Renee.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you, Renee?
Good. So I just want to tell you, I discovered you in LA, maybe in, I think, January. I went out for work and I went into a metaphysics kind of bookstore and there was Intuitive Self-Healing and I picked up the book out of 4,000 books.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
I love
much.
Your work. So my
thank you.
For you is, I had like a million. As I was on hold, I was like, what should I ask? So what I'm being led to ask is, for years, I've struggled in the mornings waking up.
Yeah.
It's like this weird like dread for the day.
Yeah.
And it's like my brain races to find what's wrong, or what I should feel guilty about, or what I should be anxious about. And I think it's been so long that I just thought it was just normal, because it is normal in my world. And so I wanted to see if you had anything you can share in terms of what could be going on in terms of like what's happening, that as the day goes on, I'm better, but it's like that dead in the morning, like my eyes, like it's like my brain wakes up and then it's kind of like I have to push myself to push past it.
Right.
And then once I'm up, I'm better, but I hate that my day starts like that.
I'm so sorry, by the way. I really am. And is your mother still living?
Yes.
Okay. Did she like the Bible, or does she like the Bible?
Yeah, she's a devout Christian.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to tell you a couple things. One, and I'm going to tell you why I asked those questions about your mother. So, and I'm sorry I said, is she still living? She's just got a very loud voice. She must be very intuitive, or she has a serious health issue. One of those things. For me to see her as if I see someone who's not living. First of all, what happens is when we go to sleep at night, we literally leave our bodies. Our energy goes off into the ethers where it can be rejuvenated, because we're mostly light. So what's happening for you, you don't like the re-entry into the physical world. It bothers you. It bothers you. And so what I want you to do is like have a little chat with yourself as you're laying in bed, like, honey, it's okay. The world is safe. Everything's fine. We're back on earth. Our energy can leave again tonight and go off and get, revamped. And then what I want you to say is, I just want you to say to yourself, this will help you to stay present, our daily bread, which is really a Bible verse, right? It's part of a Bible verse. I just want you to say our daily bread, so that you just stay present. Don't let your brain go all over the place, reevaluating, thinking the past and the future. That's just not healthy or necessary. And so what do you think about what I've suggested so far?
I guess it's so crazy because the reception is so bad. So you keep popping in and out. And as you're talking, I hear little things and I'm getting excited, but I can't, I totally couldn't hear what you said. So I'm like, I guess I'll have to go online when it goes live to hear it.
It's that bad.
But yes. What I heard sounded good, but I couldn't really hear you, honestly.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea how bad it is. Betty, do you want me to take off the headphones and see if that works better?
No, that's not it. It's just, we've got other something. I might have to like literally just shut down my computer, and I can't do that in the middle of the broadcast.
It's all right.
So,
will the recorded version?
Yes. Yep. It'll still all be there. We're recording it still, and it'll be posted later. So if you want to hear her information brought to you, it will definitely be there. Yeah. There's just some little, Marie, it's just little like spurts of things.
Weird.
Yeah. It's just
weird.
kind of today. Sorry, everyone. Really, I am. But yeah.
I'll listen a little later, and then maybe next week I'll call back.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Renee. I appreciate it so much. I mean, it could be her too, but I think it's pretty much it. Let's just move on. This is just the best way, Marie. I know we're doing what we can.
Okay.
So Jennifer from San Francisco. Hi, Jennifer.
Oh, hi. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure.
I love this show. I don't think I've missed one since I learned about it about a year and a half ago on when you're on the Soul Summit. And then I write What If questions every morning. So I have a notebook where I write all your notes every week when I listen to you. I just want to say you helped me so much a month ago when I called in a lot of fear because I'd heard couple psychics together had told me that I need to leave my husband sometime, and you had really helped me by saying, no, you don't need to do that right. You don't need to worry about that now. And then since then, I found a coach who was a medical doctor who helps people in sexless marriages. And so we were going to sign up with her, and we were all good to go. But then last Wednesday, when I went to confirm with her on an email, we happened to have a really tough day with our golden retriever had his 7th seizure, and our son started having like a breakdown, kind of a mental breakdown. And so when I was emailing her, I mentioned those things and said, we're just trying to figure out our timing of when to start because of these things going on. And she emailed back saying, well, I don't think that we're a good fit anymore. Like it just was so shocking. So it was going to be $6,000 to work with her for 3 months, and we were willing to do it. But then everything turned around for the better. Our son got better that night, and, everything was good. But I don't know whether to email her back and ask her to consider or just what tonight we have a session with a regular counselor. So she was going to be a coach for 3 months, and then there's a regular counselor. And I'm just wondering if you have a feeling of what's best for us, whether we can do good enough work with the counselor or whether I should kind of beg the lady to take us back with everything resolved. That's my question.
And so can you hear me, Jennifer? I don't think Jennifer
can I hear you?
She can, yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay.
But I don't know if you were saying anything. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, that's okay. So the answer is no. Do not call back this therapist, the one about sex. Don't call her back. No. And here's how I want you to look at this marriage. even though I've said you don't have to leave this marriage because you're not ready to leave, but you don't have to work so hard to save it either. Can you just learn to be kind of comfortable with the way it is for now?
But it's still okay to work with the other counselor, the regular counselor, right?
Of course.
Okay.
And you can find another person to help you with sexuality, but not that one person. That was not the right person. And I feel like the universe just so protected you. You know, it saved you.
If you're telling me that, then that makes sense why everything just kind of blew up on one day, and then it all got resolved after she said, no, we can't work together.
I know, it's great. It's great. So look for somebody else. Look for someone else who, because I think that's just gonna.
And by the way, do you think that people? I heard you talking about the wedding. Do you think that people can go back to the gym? I'm in California on July 1st. To be there first day, but now I'm wondering if you're thinking that's safe for people to go back to the gym.
Well,
I have lupus too, so I know that I'm careful. I've been inside for 93 days.
I know. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
I think if the gyms follow healthy protocol, keep all the machines far away, wear a mask, the gym should disinfect all the equipment before and after your use. So if those things can be done and you feel confident about them and that everyone's wearing a mask in the facility, great. If not,
okay, that's great.
Okay,
well,
if not, I don't recommend it. You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, it's definitely based on selected areas. I know recently, though, in the news, the 24-hour fitness chain has
I know. That's my favorite gym.
It was mine, too. And so, I guess just it kind of things are doing or headed where they're going. But I know everyone can still kind of get out and do their own little thing in their backyard, or, there's tons of soup cans you can start lifting above your head. I mean, you can come up with exercise.
I've been going on the corridor.
What you were saying earlier
in Kirkland, because it's really wide.
Yeah.
And I carry a mask for when it gets congested, or like when I had to walk past the basketball court and there was 40 young men maskless running around and breathing hard. I'm like, dudes. But typically there's enough space where you can be safe. So it's all about safety and because believe it or not, everybody, this is not going to last forever. I know it feels like it does, but it won't last forever. We will, something will happen eventually.
Yeah. Well, we're not used to it being quarantined in this era.
No, we're not. It's not like the 1800s where it happened over and over and over again. Right.
Right. All right. Okay. So I think we have time for maybe just one more for sure. Maybe do it. Rob calling in from North Carolina. Hey, Rob.
Oh, great.
Hey, how are you?
We're good.
How are you, Rob?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm halfway through your Audible How to Communicate with Spirit Guides.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoy it.
Yeah. Was wondering if you could give me a read on my chakras, and wondering, work-wise, I've got a good solid job. Just feel like there might be something else for me. Wanted to get your take on that.
Sure. So I read your chakras. I've been drawing everybody's chakras on this little whiteboard that I have. So I think if you get on YouTube, you can actually see it. No leaks, actually. That's fantastic, Rob. No leaks. I would love to see more energy moving up into the root chakra, but your third eye is gorgeous and beautiful. I don't know what you do for work. You're right. It is a stable job. They like you very much. It's a good job. But I would love for you to do something more creative, because you have a ton of creative energy. Did you know that? Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, I have, no, I don't know that.
Okay. So on your off time, maybe you can get on some YouTube channels and take a sketching class or a watercolor class, or get some clay, like take some art classes. You have a very strong, beautiful, creative nature. And I would love for you at some point, either take that into a career path or at least a strong, beautiful hobby for you.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah,
Good.
That would definitely be a different direction.
Great. And I just want to say too, that when I say you're artistic, there's no boundaries to what that could mean.
Yeah.
Right. So these suggestions are to help you to move into an artistic way, but we just don't know all the things that you're capable of creating, which is amazing.
Huh.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's very cool.
Much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for calling in, and have a beautiful day in North Carolina.
Yeah, thanks, Rob, so much. And I think you're right, Marie, as far as like, it can turn out from a hobby to something else, or even a complete 180 on like, wow, that looks like I've always wanted to, study tree rings. I don't know. I mean, it's something like that. And
or like, I think writing is a very creative career. I also think that when you work with other people, like as a coach or whatnot, that's a very creative profession. Exactly. So this would kind of unlock that world for him so he can start to discover more of his magnificence.
Right. Exactly. Well, I think that will do it for our show. We have a little bit about a minute and a half. Is there any parting thoughts? And again, I personally would like to apologize for the show, the way it was technically produced. It was just I know, but auditorily,
I know you're a perfectionist.
I know, and I'm so sorry. We'll try to clean it up for post-production, so to speak.
Okay, great.
So, yeah. But other than that, I hope everyone has a great day. Marie, anything else?
Yes, no. It's a gorgeous day here in Seattle, so don't forget your sunscreen, because you know when it rains here for a long time, we forget about that.
And your mask, right?
And your mask. And if you're wearing a cloth mask, throw it in the wash. Every day or two, it's got to be washed. You can't, and if you have disposable ones, make sure you huck those in the trash. Right. Like we can't, these are not reusable things without, disinfecting and all of that good stuff. They will hold on to bacteria. And everyone be safe. Follow your intuition. Please don't listen to our government right now. They don't know what they're doing. And scientists are still trying to figure out all about this virus. It's a brand new virus. They barely know anything about it. So be safe, make good choices. This won't last forever. But while it's here, let's stay healthy.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye, Vinny. We'll see you next week in the studio.